This is a moment of consequence and peril for the world, and pain at the pump for American families.
For President Biden, the outlook is pretty grim. War abroad, anxiety at home, and inflation at its highest level in 40 years. Biden's message to Americans struggling with rising prices for food, for gas, and just about everything else, he feels it too. He understands your pain.
I grew up in a family like many of you, where the price of a gallon of gasoline went up. It was discussion at the kitchen table.
Those words echo the message of the last Democratic president who faced the toxic mix of unrest abroad and high inflation, Jimmy Carter.
I promised you a president who is not isolated from the people, who feels your pain and who shares your dreams.
The number one issue I'm hearing from my constituents economically is the inflation. It is crushing hardworking families. It is crushing seniors. I represent so many seniors who are on very limited incomes. So that increase in groceries every single week, almost $300 a month, that is absolutely crushing. That is essentially a tax on every American. In addition, energy costs. We have seen the war on American energy independence under Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi's unfortunately failed leadership. But when you represent a rural district like mine in the North Country of New York, when it's not rare for an individual to commute an hour each way to work every day, that is crushing economically. It's crushing to balance your family's budget.
So the president fighting inflation appears to be the immediate battle as prices stun American consumers. CBS's Scott McFarland is at the White House. Scott, good evening.
Adriana, good evening to you. An economic balancing act for the Biden administration, a scorching hot job market with inflation burning through America's paychecks.
A Saturday of sticker shock at the checkouts, the gas pumps, and the grocery stores.
Compared to what it was a few weeks ago, how did it look at the register?
It was a lot more expensive. Some things more than others, but it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, the produce is more expensive. The packaged foods are more expensive. I've got 2 kids.
Metro area experienced the highest rate of inflation over the past year when compared to all other metro areas in the entire country. Team 12's Colleen Sikora is live in the Alert Center. Colleen, why do experts think this is happening?
Well, Mitch, like a lot of things in our economy, they think it's a combination of several things that's leading us to have an inflation rate of 10.9% in the Valley over the past year.
At the pump, getting around, and where you live are all among the items that are costing more in the Valley of the Sun. Nationally, experts like Tom Wheelwright, a CPA in the Valley, say inflation has been fueled by things like increased demand and supply chain interruptions, among other things.
The problem with inflation is once it gets a hold, it's really hard to stop it.
Saying while inflation is out of individual control,
but we can all control our own spending habits and our own investing habits.